Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She was known for her beauty, grace, and her ability to make friends with all the animals in the forest near her home. However, Cinderella's life was far from perfect. She lived with her wicked stepmother and two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella, who made her life miserable. Cinderella's days were filled with endless chores. She cooked, cleaned, and tended to the house, while her stepsisters lounged around, mocking her at every opportunity. Despite her hardships, Cinderella remained hopeful and kind, believing that someday her life would change for the better. One day, an invitation arrived at their doorstep. It was an invitation to a grand ball at the royal palace. The entire kingdom was invited, and the prince was searching for a bride. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were overjoyed. They immediately began preparing for the ball, leaving Cinderella to help with their dresses and accessories. As the fateful night of the ball approached, Cinderella couldn't help but wish she could attend. She longed to meet the prince and escape her life of servitude, if only for one magical evening. Her fairy godmother, who had been watching over her, sensed her deep longing. With a wave of her wand and a sprinkle of fairy dust, she transformed Cinderella's tattered rags into a beautiful gown, and her worn-out shoes into glass slippers. Cinderella's heart raced with excitement as she looked at her reflection in the mirror. She was unrecognizable. Her fairy godmother warned her that the magic would only last until midnight, so she must leave the palace before the clock struck 12. Cinderella thanked her fairy godmother and left for the ball in a magnificent carriage pulled by mice and horses transformed by magic. When Cinderella arrived at the palace, everyone was in awe of her beauty and grace, including the prince. He couldn't take his eyes off her, and they danced the night away. Cinderella felt like she was in a dream, and for a while, she forgot about her troubles at home. As the clock neared midnight, Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's warning and hurriedly left the palace. She didn't want the prince to see her when her beautiful gown and glass slippers would turn back into rags and old shoes. In her haste, she left one glass slipper behind. The next day, the prince was determined to find the mysterious beauty who had captured his heart. He sent his servants throughout the kingdom, trying the glass slipper on every maiden's foot. When they arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the tiny shoe, but it was a hopeless endeavor. Finally, Cinderella's turn came, and the glass slipper fit perfectly. The prince recognized her instantly and asked for her hand in marriage. Cinderella said yes, and they were married in a lavish ceremony at the palace. Cinderella's stepsisters, who had treated her so poorly, were filled with envy and remorse. Cinderella forgave them and welcomed them into her new life with the prince, where she lived happily ever after, never forgetting the kindness of her fairy godmother and the magical night that changed her life forever. And so, the once humble Cinderella became a beloved princess, proving that goodness and kindness can overcome even the harshest of circumstances.